we would call Europe, but in the series I don't know what they've ended up calling it. But as you can see, there's multiple nations. They start rising tensions over different claims and stuff. With the Orange Nation, not really a fan of this nation. They decide to do something about it. With the Brown Nation coming to defend the Orange Nation, but the White Nation's not happy that they did that, nor is this Blue Nation. The Pink Nation doesn't really care. The Purple Nation thinks it's really bad. This nation's okay with it. This Blue Nation, not really. This Yellow Nation is against them because they just want land, an excuse to make land. Quickly, the Pink Nation decides to help a few of the nations as they all decide to invade. The Purple Nation, the Pink Purple, this bluish purple in this nation. With the Blue Nation seeing these nations as an aggressor at this point, but not doing anything, they decide to stay neutral, which might be their best move. With the Yellow Nation mounting an offensive over here. The Orange Nation struggling to hold back the front. With this nation deciding to open a front against this nation. With the Orange Nation strategically managing to push them back. And the Yellow Nation's in a bit of a stalemate as they're struggling to supply it. Purple Nation's forced to surrender. And well, the Orange Nation pushes them back, even crossing into the Pink Nation territory and moving in from here to reach its capital about here and taking it. With the Pink Nation being the only nation really capable, but they manage to make a counter-offensive with the help of the Beige Nation. They're trying to stay in the war as they know the Yellow Nation's eventually going to be able to push them out back and manage to make it so they can keep their territory. But the Orange Nation, knowing about this plan, decides to sign a separate peace treaty with that Blue Nation to get them out of the war. And they decide to use this chance to make an offensive crossing over to here. Well, their offensive is a big success. But at the same time, not really, because, well, Yellow Nation continues advancing. Well, this nation's forced to give up. So let's see the peace treaty. Well, it's going to be a bit of a hard. Orange Nation hearing that this nation exiled to their colony. Well, they decide to use this as a justification as they decide to invade the northern part of this colony. And quickly, they advance south. And then they come in and create a southern front, which goes really slow. Extremely slow, basically. Well, the northern offensive is doing pretty good. With them leaving these colonies as a... And well, this nation still exists. And well, yeah. Well, the Pink Nation blames this nation for their loss and starts a colonial war with them, which is only fought in the colonial area, really, for some reason. They decide this is better. Well, they quickly advance in. Oh, this doesn't look... Yes, this is better. Well, the speed at which their offensive succeeds. They manage to take over a bunch of colonies before the other nation can resist. This leads to that nation surrendering pretty quick in a war that's, well, only fought in the colonies. And the Orange Nation's probably vastly the most powerful nation. With this nation going ahead and taking some things over. Well, this nation decides to go after this Green Nation. And well, I think the nation that is taken out does have some land they taken over in here. Likely be that. Well, the Yellow Nation is way too strong, and people are starting to see as they decide to invade this nation to form a colony. Not colony, a few puppets, because they believe there should be a bunch of puppets. No one's really enjoying this. Well, that's pretty much all for today's video. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Wild Mapper out, and on to subscribe. Bye, guys.